There is a video of Monica Long's response to the Ripple and Hidden Roads deals. You shouldn't miss this. She is going to talk about RLUSD and how it fits in with this. I also have some information from Wrath of Cognitive that shows how important this is and how it will help XRP users like you and me. We also talk about Coinbase futures and Flare staking. Need to pay for a meeting on blockchain in Paris. I'll walk you through the plan, show you where all the Ripple parts are, and explain what it is. So I think we should start now. So why don't you go ahead and start? How does this help Ripple's business? Everything is coming together nicely. This is why institutional decentralized banking has been talked about for a long time. Many of us here talk about how institutions can join the blockchain and DeFi ecosystems, which will take our discussions to a whole new level. To that end, we can speed up a lot of our work by using the Secret Road's main broker business. Because of this, Ripple USD protects all of its prime trading services and the stable coin. Also, let us say that an important part of Hidden Road's post-trade services is the XRP system. We've also known them for a long time. What ways does this make the space better? What she talked about at the end was interesting. For most of these deals, it looks like Ripple plans to use the XRP ledger, with ROUSD acting as security. The price will change because of the money coming into ROUSD. Of XRP at the right time, it's going to take a while. The amount needs to be big. You're talking about billions of dollars, but it could happen. It looks like we're making good work. David Schwartz says that Ripple's purchase of Hero is a turning point for the XRP ledger and XRP itself. Every day, the prime dealer handles more than 50 million, a staggering 10 billion in processes for transactions on different traditional rails. These deals are finalized over the course of 24 hours. Now try to picture even a small amount of that activity happening on the XRP blockchain. For example, Hidden Road's plans include the possibility of tokenization on the XRP ledger and its ultimate use as security for physical goods. Wealth Ripple is making it clear that they want to be the biggest player in the blockchain business. I don't know where else you could find a company with such a strong global marketing campaign. Look who it is. Ripple seems to be everywhere. Leave a comment telling me who has a better marketing team. Why does Ripple's purchase of Hidden make sense? We need to talk about this because the road is important. So why does Ripple want this? Finally, the news that supporters of the XRP ledger have been waiting for Ripple is growing beyond its original focus on traditional banking networks. Something was bought hidden. One of the things that XRP can connect to is the real infrastructure of foreign markets. This makes it possible for Ripple to possibly launch its first large-scale ledger application, which would bring real institutional volume to the platform. This could be the first step toward the XRP ledger's full potential as a global layer for financial settlement. No, it probably won't have an effect on the price right away. Did you have to set the stage for this? Is important, right? We talk a lot about how to combine traditional banking and DeFi. From what we can see, these are some of the best ways to get there. It's clear that Ripple has been buying up their assets. When I talk about the XRP ledger, I mean good stewards of the XRP ledger. There are many parts of DeFi that look like crypto. If you mean American dollar government bonds and other related instruments, that's almost a $29 trillion market. Try to picture yourself being able to open that up and make more money that way. I can already picture other tracks like this one opening up and letting more traffic through. To process on blockchain rails made it more important for other people to join us. In traditional finance, prime brokers like Hidden Road are in charge of all the tasks, from managing individual deals to settling trades and keeping collateral. Traders and hedge funds would rather not have to deal with all of these issues. They use a single credit and risk score to borrow and lend across places, managing their money through a prime broker who works as their main counterparty and gives them access to markets, handles clearing and settlement, gives them leverage and more. What is Ripple's real goal here? Ripple is interested in this because it gives them a familiar structure. Sorry, I mean the underlying blockchain technology must be used to spread the money around. With more than 300 clients and $3 trillion in annual sales, Hidden Road has a long history in the financial world. It works with a number of platforms such as Bullish.OKX, Deribit, Bitfinex, and Coinbase International. Is that a trade or something else? Do you like the bull positive deal? This looks like a try that didn't work from 2021. Maybe I'm just not a positive trader. I don't know anything about the deal. Okay, I guess we can go on. Take a break, okay then. It has a clear base and good credit. Let's say Ripple only needs one credit line and one payment partner for all of these trades so that its clients can trade at the same time. These changes mean that its RLUSD stablecoin and XRP can now be used by real institutions. Flows when buying on more than one platform. Ripple can now offer direct services to companies it already works with like B2, C2 Business 2 Customer 2 and Ripplet and Hidden Road clients. These companies are part of HR Series B and have experience with it. It then says, and now we get to the meat of the matter, which is very important. In particular, Brad is said to have said after the deal settlement that XRP ledger will be used for some of the secret routes. It occurs to me that it's the XRP ledger's fantasy come true, the promise to get rid of the time and work needed to settle deals between regular banks. Some trades may clear quickly on the XRP ledger. If Ripple can show that they can do it, they will set the new bar. That XRP is a low-cost, high-volume settlement system for real institutions and real trades in terms of blockchain usefulness, which could lead to a big rise in ledger transactions and the use of XRP in institutional clearing and trading processes. Remember that credit is very important. Power through leverage and nets instead of fully loaded accounts. Finance for institutions. Ripple can give trading that uses capital efficiently, because Hidden Road has made it possible for it to be used as collateral across Hidden Road's platform. This is made possible by Ripple's balance sheet, especially RLUSD. Since it was taken off the market, RLUSD has been used in new ways as an asset for funding and margining, even as a way for crypto and standard networks to settle their debts. Either way, this purchase gives Ripple a chance to become big in the traditional banking world. Financial companies and funds that need clearance and credit should be given a new type of customer. Set up a trade network with rules. Make a steady coin that can be used. Set up a ledger with payment times that are about the same as banks. Find a way to change the amount of money on the XRP system. Finally, have a strong stack of pipes. Since Ripple wants to make the XRP system its main piece of infrastructure, it may run a validator if it can connect all of those things. I find that very interesting. That's why he's gathering information from all of these places. I know this is also a spot where you have ties. It looks like Michael Higgins, who is the global head of business development for Coinbase and Hidden Road, has ties to this place. I guess this all adds up to a market that is bullish. I've seen someone post a positive message twice now. It's clear that everything there is connected. You can now go straight to BlackRock's to tokenized assets through Matthew Ally New York Ripple and the Hidden Road for Ripple, which is important for many reasons. There's something else going on here. This person is trying to make a point. So HSBC was it. Then CME Group is a clearing firm partner of Hidden Road which just bought Ripples. By this we understand that all they are doing is entering info and putting it all together. There might be something else that helps Ripples' efforts succeed. Staking is being worked on right now on mainnet, and it will also be available on Flare soon. Regardless, I will play this movie to help us understand the topic better. I will then demonstrate where I erred and how you can avoid making the same ones. What does stake mean? For those who know about the stakes, you already know that I think a lot of people in the XRP community mix up the words stake and X for